Well, back in 1992, when I got my broker's license, I also got my Mississippi license. And there was this couple, the lady was Indian and her husband was white, and they wanted a house in Mississippi. They were from Reno, Nevada. I didn't really know Mississippi, but I had all kinds of reasons that I couldn't show them the property. I was given all kinds of reasons. One reason was, I don't show properties on Thursday. Another reason was, you mean to tell me you got a license in Tennessee and Mississippi too? But I stuck with them and I asked them, do you want to get another agent? Would you like to get another agent? They said, no, we want to stick with you. And so what I did was I showed them almost every city in Mississippi: Horn Lake, Olive Branch, Senatobia, Coldwater, Arca Butler, until finally I found them the house that they wanted, in fact in Senatobia, Mississippi. And so, knowing the rules and regulations of the Fair Housing Act that I checked continuously with them, I was able to find them a home. And back then, Mississippi was the best kept secret that no one knew about. So I found them a wonderful house because I knew the law and they knew the law, and it was a wonderful ending.
I sold the first black people in River Oaks in East Memphis, the first ones in Woodland, from Condominium to Poplar and Goodley. Prior to the Fair Housing Act, they would have not have had the courage to go in and look in those areas. It has also emboldened a number of gay friends to go out and look for housing in areas where they've previously been excluded.
I would say back in the 70s, I had the Hobson sisters, Clarice and Sandra. And this was back when we sort of felt like we could go anywhere and buy a house, but it hadn't quite gotten to that point. So these young ladies decided they wanted to buy a house over near Southern and the Country Club area. It was a condominium complex over there. And we actually made an offer, and they had, at that time, $20,000 down. Was just like, wow, that's a lot of money. So we made this offer and presented it to the real estate agent. The real estate agent told us, he said, well, I don't think this is going to work. What they want to do is pay $20,000 down. In 5 years, they're going to pay it and pay it off. And he said, that's not going to work. So I just assumed that that's okay. That's the end of it. Sandra, at that time, worked for EEOC, and she said, that's not right, Mr. Peyton. And I said, well, the real estate agent said that we couldn't do it. It just couldn't be done. She had her testers go out and test the people, and we found out after going to court that the testers came back. They sent a white person out, another black person, to just sort of see if it was different. It was definitely discrimination that was done. I didn't believe it. I just didn't believe somebody was like that. But we actually went to court. That might have been one of the first federal cases here in Memphis where the discrimination suit was filed against these people, and they had to pay money and everything. The good part about it, I think they ended up buying the house. And the real estate agent actually said, the seller said he did not want blacks to live in this community. But it was just unbelievable that somebody would say that. So the good part about it, they got a chance to get into the community, and we also tested the law.
Well, it's the same as my brother initiated. We had one of the first case laws about discrimination in this center. In this particular situation with the Hobson sisters, the twins that my brother mentioned before, we had a situation where we actually had clients who were more aware of the law than we were. So I think this is one of the very first case laws that we had where the courts actually ruled in favor of the plaintiffs, and these African American sisters were able to live in a neighborhood that they basically, people did not want them to live in. And idea about this thing that was so drastic that you would have someone come out and say in court, we do not want African Americans in this neighborhood because it's going to devalue the neighborhood. The fact of the matter, these clients were in much better shape financially, educationally, everything, the occupation, they were in better shape than the people that were trying to keep them out. So by them moving into the neighborhood, enhanced the neighborhood rather than devalued it. And that's what the law wanted to do.
Fair housing made us stronger.